Hey guys, Logan. We're up to Season 1, Episode 16 of Criminal Minds. Here we go. What are they in, like, an abandoned house, or a house that's being built or something?
There's our girl. That's her.
What? This is a targeted kidnapping. Dang. That's a lot of people. Okay.
I was on my way to file the things that I file.
He looks familiar.
Excuse me.
Hey.
I'm John.
But that's Hotch's brother? Maybe Hotch's adopted?
St. Georgetown Law. Haven't cut your hair since Thanksgiving? So you said at Christmas. Sorry. Sean, you've always wanted to be a lawyer. Just like Dad, just like me. Well, look what it got Dad, huh? Heart attack, 47.
What? You came here just to tell
You're
him?
25 years old.
You know what? Don't profile me, Aaron.
Terror makes a New Mexico. So you think there was more than two?
Definitely.
As in nature, the group dynamic dictates the pack's survival is dependent on their ability to hunt successfully.
And as in nature, a pack will keep on killing until it runs out of prey or is stopped.
Stopped by what?
Us.
Stronger pack.
Oh.
I was hoping there were more of you.
The other agents went straight to the station house to look at the victim's files.
These kids were skinned alive.
Yeah.
Sheriff, it's possible there was a third girl here, a sixth victim.
I'll get my deputies to canvass the area, see if anybody saw a girl.
You said there was another one outside?
Yeah, they took her?
Coroner said from the amount of blood, he was alive when they impaled him.
I know this is going to sound strange, but the way the victims were flayed alive, mutilated, and now the impalement display of this last victim.
What?
These were all war rituals of the Native American Plains Indians.
Does that mean something to you, Sheriff?
I'll say it does. Everything you see around us is Apache land. And now the town is looking for investors to build on the other half. The Apache are fighting it, of course, in court.
There been any violence until now?
Nothing like this.
You know anybody on the reservation capable of this?
I don't know. Reservation's federal jurisdiction.
Sounds like where we need to go.
Let's hear it.
They did
Apparently there was a
target
militant
that
there in the
girl.
70s called the IRM.
Indian activist. He's been in a little trouble related to his
No
activism, but
little
nothing
trouble.
violent. Not around here.
Should we call the reservation police and alert them?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Black Wolf is the reservation police.
Huh.
John is a peaceful man.
Who would not hesitate to defend this tribe with force if attacked.
What does this have to do with Terra Mesa?
Well, a lot if John considers the building of the Terra Mesa development on Apache land to be an attack.
The developers have paid a lot of families to leave the reservation.
To abandon their homes and live in government-controlled internment camps. Does anybody know the last tribe to surrender to the American government?
Oh boy.
Samuel,
Yes?
tell the men from the FBI who the Gahe are.
The Gahe are mighty spirits who dwell in desert caves.
Reed, is your name Samuel?
Sorry.
Are the Gahe good spirits or bad spirits?
They're both.
Black Wolf, I'm Agent Gideon.
I don't think he'd do it.
And Reed.
Well, I
You
don't
look like
know.
a college professor. Profilers should know better.
How's that?
We don't do massacres. You do.
Me personally.
Your government. I don't base my opinion on pictures, Mr. Hutchner. I have to walk the ground.
Oh. There's no way he
We should
did it.
start inside.
You carry 2 guns.
The maximum distance an attacker with a knife can close and the time it takes to react, draw your sidearm, and fire is 21 feet.
Inside 21 feet, I win. Outside 21, I have other options besides shooting a man.
Like negotiating.
Like running.
Why do you say
Why
I
would
carry
you
2
run?
guns?
Your right instep print's heavier than your left. And since you don't appear to have a club right foot,
You can't tell that from my footprints. There's no perceptible difference between them.
your problem isn't with your prints. It's with your perception.
Wow.
No one tribe ever did them all. Not like this. Real Indians would know that. This wasn't Indians. Female, 90, 95 pounds, size 6 shoe, fallen arches.
90
She was walking alone when she was
pounds?
ambushed by 2 men.
We also believe there were at least 3 suspects.
That's tiny.
3? At least 6 others ran, single file to hide their numbers from the west.
So you're saying that there were 8?
At least.
And 1 hostage.
That was impressive.
The Apache knew they could easily prove their superiority by killing many of the enemy tribe. But they also knew killings would start a fierce blood feud, which would result in the waste of lives and resources.
Makes sense.
So the Apache proved their superiority by coming cool, stealthily stealing property, usually horses, from right under the nose of their enemy.
We'd like for you to stay and help with the profile briefing.
If it'll keep the FBI off the reservation, I'll stay.
Damn.
Each torture ritual had specific religious significance, but only to the tribe that practiced it.
Whether they share religious faith, racist ideology, or political manifesto, each member of this unit has surrendered its individual identity to the group.
It's the act of kidnapping that reveals the nature of this pack.
The act of kidnapping is a characteristic of political terrorist groups.
We could be looking for a domestic terrorist organization.
The torture and mutilation you see here are very confused imitations of warfare practiced by Native American tribes.
Are you trying to tell us that Indians won't be so brutal?
No, I'm saying that Indians wouldn't be so confused.
Why would anyone want to friend these Indians?
Possibly to turn public opinion against them.
Yeah.
Sheriff, you mentioned the Apache were fighting the land-grabbing court. Public opinion would be a significant
I got no problem with their doing their own little thing in like a tiny little location throughout the United States on their reservations. I have no problem with that.
I think Minton and the ADU are strong suspects.
Let's bring Minton in. Any idea who might be behind these killings?
The Indians have a history of violent behavior, especially the Apaches. Did you know that they used to kill white settlers, decapitate the bodies?
That was a long time ago.
Planks outside their houses.
It was a long time ago. You still seem pretty upset about it.
That was the other night. My family's been dealing with the Apache for 150 years.
Bruh, if we sit here and keep punishing people for shit that we didn't even do, or they didn't even do, or anybody did,
Our records show that your 200 members carry over
like 100 years ago,
We're simply
God,
exercising our
it's just wasting time.
Second Amendment.
Ms. Garcia. Hey, what do you got?
I have an NCIC hit on one of the prints from the sliding glass door.
That's her.
Edward Greason, 19 years old. Family moved her here 2 years ago from Texas, where they require fingerprints for driver's license applications. She wasn't among the victims on the scene.
Okay. Nice job. Think we might have found our 6th victim.
I didn't know she was missing. She has her own place. She has her own life at school, her own friends.
When was the last time you spoke?
A couple weeks ago.
We think the first thing, well, the best thing you can do to help your daughter is for you to go on the news.
It's definitely targeted.
Help Ingrid.
If we can personalize Ingrid to the public will take any harm that comes to her at the hands of the kidnappers personally. Hurting her would hurt their cause.
It'll stop them from killing her.
It might.
What if they already have? They probably haven't.
Hey.
So? Fathers blame themselves when a child is kidnapped. As irrational as it is, it's typical this guy didn't do that. Why not?
Well, in these situations, innocent parents, they don't hide their feelings of guilt, while guilty parents do.
So we're thinking this guy's guilty. Of something.
Is he in on it?
Ingrid is my only child.
Why would he do that?
She's my whole life.
We get rid of her.
Whatever it takes. I'm happy to let her go.
We've got a caller on the line.
Yeah, we have Ingrid Greason. We'll turn ourselves and the girl in under one condition.
I'm listening.
You don't tell Grayson about it.
What does it matter to you what I tell Grayson?
Because he paid us to kidnap her.
What? What?
Daughter!
What?
My name is Elle. I'm with the FBI.
2 weeks ago, he called us into his office. Said he had some off-the-clock work for us.
What kind of work?
He said his daughter was in trouble. He said he wanted us to follow her, grab her, and take her to a motel.
You didn't question his motives?
Well, of course we did. But then he gave us half the money. And he said if we harmed her accidental or otherwise, he'd make sure we paid for it.
So he wanted you to kidnap her but not hurt?
Yeah.
You kidnapped the girl, but then you leave just minutes before someone else comes and kills those kids.
We didn't kill any kid.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess they're telling exactly the same one.
I believe it's the truth.
It is. It's got to be the truth. They're saying the same one.
You kidnapped your daughter and coincidentally saved her life? Right now, at the very least,
you know
it looks like you
something.
have prior knowledge of the killings. And at worst,
I had nothing to do with the murders.
You paid Leland and Van Owen to kidnap Ingrid.
You stay the hell away from her!
I want the names of all your daughter's friends at school. Boyfriends, I want her class schedule,
It's very private.
We have 5 dead kids, tortured, mutilated, and murdered, and all we have to go on is you and your daughter. Do the math.
Damn. Who are you talking to? Oh.
And I was wondering if you could...
Greason Ingrid 943-23947.
Excuse me?
Greason Ingrid 943-23947.
What does that mean? What?
Doesn't look like Mitt nor the AD you were part of.
Ingrid hasn't been enrolled in school for over a year.
Bruh.
She had good grades. Just suddenly dropped out and vacated her campus apartment. She left no forwarding, Hodge. We have no idea where or how she's been living.
thanks.
But what about those
Peter Greason's phone records?
5 other people?
How long has your daughter been in a cult?
Unit 4, I'm still on a code 6 outside the Minton residence. Looks like everyone's gone to bed, over.
Uh-oh. A cult.
Your daughter joined a dangerous cult, and you couldn't convince her to leave, so you had her kidnapped. A family of 5 was slaughtered in exactly the same way as the Terra Mesa killings, and among the dead are 3 girls, ages 5, 8, and 11. Legally, this could go a long way in distancing your daughter from the others. If Ingrid had a change of heart, the case could be made for brainwashing or even temporary insanity.
Mr. Greason, we need you to tell us
this
what
is
you know about the
wild.
situation.
It's all my fault.
It's all my fault.
Since your mother died, I've done everything I could for her.
That's insane. She joined a... Your daughter joined a cult. So this has nothing to do with Native Americans. At
How was she
all.
different? The way she spoke.
Or even that other
Repeating
guy.
These words, this jargon.
Clearly.
She said, grandfather taught her the ways of...
We're looking for the cult leader, typically men between the age of 25 and 35 with a high level of intelligence, a sociopathic underachiever with an extremely abusive childhood, and obviously someone with an interest in and a
Why would he be
for
that
Apache
young?
culture and rituals.
Ingrid, my name is John Blackwolf.
I know who you are. You're the son of Benjamin Blackwolf, but you're a cow Apache.
Go with me.
This is getting incredibly weird.
3 little trespassers met the vengeful blade of the tribe.
What tribe would that be?
There are only 2 people. The Apache and those who trespass against us.
You're not Apache, Ingrid.
No, you are not Apache. Not anymore. The Gahe have brought Grandfather back to us, built his new tribe to reclaim the sacred land for the Apache.
Where is Grandfather?
The Gahe are not magic fairies.
God.
They're not gods as you
People are
understand
so
them.
stupid.
This is not the blood of an enemy. This is the blood of a little girl just like you are. You've been fed bits and pieces of a culture you don't understand.
You have disavowed your ancestors. Only those who dwell in the Deadlands deserve to live.
The Deadlands are on the southern edge of the Western Tract. You said cults like these seek out remote places, yes?
They like to isolate their followers and give them the freedom to create their own societies.
We might just have our cult leader. This guy named Jackson Calley. He was expelled from TMU 6 months before the others.
What for?
Drug possession, peyote. He studied religion and Native American culture in every school, and he was in a seminar on Native American culture with Ingrid Greason.
There you
That's
go.
how they know so much about me. He was arrested for trespassing in a bunch of motel properties, breaking into unoccupied rooms, but his last
Dude.
address turned up cold.
Most cults don't have any legitimate means of paying rent. They tend to seek out abandoned, previously standing structures.
Like Manson Spawn Ranch.
This is crazy. A cult. Cults are wild.
FBI, don't move. Put your
God.
hands out to the side and turn around very slowly. Jackson Calley. Grandfather.
There's no one else here, Archer.
Where are the others?
Dude's crazy.
Hunting.
Jackson Gordon Calley, 32 years old, spent most of his childhood
Bruh.
moving from foster home to foster home. Aside from the fact that he had an IQ of 189.
Any criminal record?
At 18, he spent 22 months in...
Child, this guy just survived on cunning, force of personality.
Spent 22 months in the
Manipulation.
clink, was released, and then bounced from university to university studying, you guessed it, Native American cultures.
Okay, thanks.
What's his connection to the Apache?
Aside from taking your class, nothing that they could find. If it hadn't been Apache, he would have found some other culture to attract and manipulate his followers.
Like Manson, Callie's been forced to become an expert profiler of sorts. He reads the people around him. He finds a way in. And then he brainwashes them to serve his needs.
And the only way to figure out his game is to play it. I'm going to give him exactly what he wants.
What's that?
An audience. I'm a profiler.
So am I.
Did you teach your tribe to murder?
No, I don't teach murder, I teach love. Love of land, love of ancestors, love of the tribe. These trespassers poison the land.
Why's that?
What's going to happen when the angry white men come to the doors of your children blaming you for the killing of them?
You stole their
What are you
land!
going to do? Call the cops? No, you're going to string them
Such
up,
a dumb argument.
heads on poles and rape their
Land has been
just like
taken,
the savage
controlled,
animals they are,
stolen
like the savage
throughout the
animals
end of
their
time.
fathers shot down.
Get that guy out of here. If you can't keep your cool, get out.
You tell that man he's welcome on my reservation anytime.
I like this guy though. He couldn't keep his cool, but I really like him.
His true nature. He's a racist. It's about power and manipulation.
Charles Manson claimed that he ordered
Yeah,
his
but he-
followers to kill whites in order to initiate a race war, something he referred to as helter-skelter.
And he believed in the aftermath of Helter Skelter, the blacks, who he deemed inferior, would need a white man to lead them.
There was a large cache of guns missing from Eaton's house.
Why?
He isn't trying to fight a war, maybe he's trying to start one.
The first attack was
Yeah.
designed by Indians.
In an attempt to manipulate the
But
Indians
it's
to
weird
retaliate
because
against
he's
But they
the
didn't. How
same.
could they? We had them put under surveillance.
He's
So
white
Callie
and he's
tried to
going
provoke
after
them
white
further by killing the head of the ADU.
because he's trying to
Lincoln
start a
and his
race
family.
war
That didn't work
between.
either, so now he wants to attack the other side.
He's trying to provoke the Indians by staging an ADU attack against them. Call Black Wolf. We need to get to the reservation.
Wow.
Kelly likes killing kids.
There are many paths to the same place. Trust me.
Just so you know, you sound like a fortune cookie.
Oh god. There's no security here? Huh! Checkmate. Nice. We've almost taken them all down. Oh.
Big mistake.
He's kicking your ass.
Stay down. I don't want to hurt you.
Oof.
Don't move. Don't shoot. I give up. Just had to shoot somebody, didn't you?
Oh, please. What else was he gonna do? Oh, shoot me. Everyone who doesn't know what they're talking about. Shoot him in the leg. Oh, that's a stupid, stupid idea.
That's pretty bad. I don't think it's gonna make it.
He's didn't shoot. I think I'd rather be shot.
There's an old Apache saying, you can take many paths to get to the same place.
Nice. Very cool. This was a good one. I very much enjoyed this one. Again, like I did the entire season.
That's my way of saying I'm a jackass.
You know, it must be hereditary. This is pretty messed up going away present, you know that?
I can't tell if this guy's 30 or 40.
Brother worries. You need to get out of the office more. Tell me about it.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I mean, now we're here with a cult episode, you know, a potential person trying to start a race war, you know. Cults are just absolutely ridiculous. I love Native American people. They are, where I'm from, there's, the Cherokee, I think, right? I think that's right. I was more, learned, it's been a long time, but when I was a kid, you know, I think it's the Cherokee are in my area. And, I'm a big Atlanta Braves fan, and they work with the Braves, a lot. They do a lot of stuff, together. So yeah, I know a good bit about Native Americans. At least I did. It's been a while, like I said, that was more when I was a kid. It still happens now, I'm just not as, I don't go out and, visit places and go to places and stuff like that are Native American as much as I did when I was little. But yeah, it's very cool. I'm not sure if I'm part something or not. I actually can't remember. I don't think I am. I don't know. But great episode. Solid. Awesome. Booyah. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all next time.